Howdy meta guys and gals, and welcome back to the Once a Human video, and I'm full of eggs. That's right, I've been making, I have 100 of these Nalcott Easter eggs. So today we're gonna go over what they do, how easy it is to farm them, and is it worth it? So the Nalcott Easter egg is a mimetic specialization. I unfortunately didn't get a better one, so I decided to pick up this one to see what it does. Once you unlock the specialization, you can craft it in the kitchen set. It takes 60 Stardust Source, which is kind of expensive. Some plants, and you can swap this out for something else, of course. And then another set of plants. And for me personally, I've been just growing these in my huge farm, and I've been doing onions and just whatever other plant I want. By farming them at your base, you don't have to go around picking up hundreds of these just to get enough to make this, and that way it's more AFK. And the last thing you need is 3 eggs. And of course, you may be saying to yourself, well, I hardly find eggs around the map. Travis, do you have a good place? Well, damn skippy I do, of course. Why else would I be here if I didn't? Best place I found for harvesting eggs is down here near the Dayton Wetlands and the Iron River. Here's the Monolith of Greed, and I go to this teleporter right here. And when you're down here, obviously you're gonna be looking for eggs, of course. When you spawn in from the teleporter, you'll be on the south side. I like the north side. It is lousy with eggs. So just swim across and then just run up and down. And all you're looking for is little patches of eggs and debris. Sometimes they'll be really small. Sometimes they'll be a little bit larger. So just keep an eye out for the little circle that pops up whenever you're close to a pickable item. Let's see if we can't find one. Here we go. Here's a couple, just sneaky right there. Easily 40 to 50 eggs, if not more, per trip. Pretty simple to get. So what do these eggs even do? It says here on the tooltip, used to randomly receive the contents of a settlement loot crate. So I believe that means any gear crate, weapon crate, basic, just crate, etc. that you can get anywhere. So this could be really good for just getting random mods or weapons and things like that. And we're going to find out here in a second. But something you may have noticed is that they are not stacking evenly in my backpack. Yes, some of these were made with just regular kitchen set. This was when I had a kitchen set bonus on it, and these were made with Chef-a-saurus, but these aren't stacking. These were made all at the same time. I theorize that these have different loot tables, and that when you make them, you get a lot of bad ones and then some really good ones, which means you might be able to roughly guarantee which ones are the bad ones and which ones are the good ones, and then sell the bad ones for something in vending machines to unsuspecting gacha players for some cashola. Now, popping these open does mean that you'll take insanity, so I'm going to be having some corn ale to prevent that. My inventory is basically empty. Nothing too crazy here. So let's start popping and start finding out what's actually in all these eggs. Okay, actually not too bad. That's just a normal one. That was a weapon crate. Interesting. Armor rod, ice, platinum crystal. So these are all the big stack. So far, these have been actually pretty decent. Oh, that was just 3 gunpowder. Energy, so that was okay, these are gear crates, basically. Okay, permits. Okay, these are actually a lot better than I thought. So let's open a one of egg. Let's see if this is something good. No, it's basically the same thing. I wonder why they're not separated. So these are all just basically the same thing. Why wouldn't they stack correctly? That's very odd. Oh, that was a food one. That was just 3 gunpowder. More gunpowder. Was I getting really lucky at the very beginning? Okay, refined antioxidant. Okay, some of these are lower quality. Okay, all these single ones are pretty low qualities. So it's interesting. It looks like the loot tables are kind of set. The mid 6s and 7s are kind of crappy. Okay, that was a better one. I don't know if it's just luck or if the loot tables have a set thing. Okay, let's go back to these big ones over here. Oh, that was kind of bad. Oh, another food one. Okay, it looks like their loot tables are just, in fact, just random all across the board. Another food one, great. Okay, so it's just a blend. All right, let's see if we can't wrap it through the rest of these and just kind of look at what we have at the end. Hey, I'm Little Travis. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, bye. And we're almost done with the last ones. There we go. And now we are done. So let's take a look at what we got. I believe I got one Black Veil permit, food crates or whatever that I got from it. You can see here. I mean, nothing really is exciting from this list. I mean, the masala, but not really worth it. I got a whole bunch of copper ammo, which is pretty bad. And then, of course, just a couple of grenades and Molotovs, also not worth it at all. A whole slew of seeds that I have plenty of anyway. Gunpowder, useless. The refined detoxin, 8 of them, not terrible, but that was from 100 eggs. Also, the platinum crystals, once again, not really that hard to get, in my opinion. So meh so far. Didn't get any new weapons to take apart, but I got a couple of shoes. So let's go ahead and take them apart now. Shoes and hats and whatnot. So it brings our total to 85 crystals, so almost 1 crystal a egg. As for mods, we got a flame resonance, a shock rampage, a life force boost, status immune, explosive shrapnel, and a lingering frost. And the stats of these are kind of just the same you would expect. The little diamonds down here that you would get randomly anyway, so they're not exactly more powerful. And I didn't look at any of the purple ones because a lot of the purple ones I would take apart anyway. So overall, the loot I got from this was not worth it. The theory I had about them having certain loot pools was incorrect. I don't know who said that, but they're probably feeling pretty silly right now. Didn't get any good gear, didn't get weapons I could take apart for calibrations. The mods were just okay. The overall crafting time and building up of these things, not even worth taking the time. The only thing I can see is if you had this, maybe you can craft them just to sell them to someone else who would want a gacha for things, because that was definitely not worth it. So I hope you walk away from this video knowing that at least you didn't have to waste your time crafting 100 eggs using 6,000 source for them just to be disappointed. You're welcome. And if you don't mind, a like and subscribe for my efforts in preventing you from making such a terrible mistake. I'll never financially recover now. Well, at least Slippy still loves me. Right, Slippy? Yeah, you love me. What are you gonna do with that tongue? Ew. I didn't know you got split. That's gross.